We all have things we want to do. Wake up early. Exercise. Eat better. Read more. Be consistent. And yet, we often don't do them. Not because we're lazy. Not because we don't care. But because we wait for motivation. And motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. It's a guest, not a roommate. So what's the solution? You stop relying on motivation, and start designing momentum. And the secret to momentum is this: you don't need to finish. You just need to start. That's it. Because once you start, really start, you're already halfway in. Your brain doesn't like unfinished business. It wants to complete what it began. This is the power of the starting ritual. And it changes everything. Let's break it down. Your habits don't begin at the gym. They begin the night before, when you pack your bag, lay out your shoes, and place the water bottle by the door. That's not fitness. That's momentum architecture. You're setting a trap for your future self, a trap that leads to action. So when morning comes, and your brain says, let's skip today, you look down, see the bag, and think, well, it's already ready. I'll just go. Maybe I won't train hard. I'll just show up. But once you're there, you do the whole workout. That's the magic. If you can get yourself to the starting line, the rest almost runs itself. Here's another example. You want to write every day. But writing feels big, heavy, complicated. So you change the frame. You say, I'll just open the document and write one sentence. One sentence? That's it. But once you write one, you usually write 10. Or 50. Or a full page. Because now you've crossed the hardest part, transitioning from thought to action. And once you're in motion, staying in motion is easier than stopping. This is Newton's law, but for behavior. An object in motion stays in motion. So the real goal is not consistency. It's initiation. That's what builds habits. Not heroic effort, but low friction entry. Let me tell you a story. There's a man who goes to the gym every day, but he only stays for 5 minutes. That's it. He arrives. He walks in. He lifts a few weights. He leaves. People laugh. But after 2 months, he's still showing up. And now, without even noticing, he's staying longer. 10 minutes. 15. 30. Why? Because the habit wasn't working out. The habit was arriving. And once arrival becomes automatic, effort follows naturally. This is the opposite of what most people try. They aim for big wins. Grand plans. Full routines. But those collapse under pressure. Because they require willpower. And willpower fades fast. Discipline is not about pushing harder. It's about removing resistance. And the best way to do that: pre-decide. Prepare. Place cues. If you want to read more, put the book on your pillow. If you want to stretch, lay the mat on the floor the night before. If you want to eat clean, prep your meals in clear containers, front and center in your fridge. Make the path of action the path of least resistance. That's what makes habits inevitable. Let's go further. The brain is a pattern machine. It loves triggers. You don't wake up and decide to brush your teeth. You do it automatically, because the cue is waking up. Your goal is to create more of these auto-links. So instead of, I'll try to remember, you build, when X happens, I do Y. When I turn on the coffee machine, I stretch. When I close my laptop, I go for a walk. When I brush my teeth, I meditate for 3 minutes. These are called implementation intentions. And they turn your goals into default behaviors. Now combine this with your 5-minute rule. The rule is simple, just do it for 5 minutes. Then you can stop. That's the deal. You trick your brain, kindly. Because 5 minutes is easy. No drama. No dread. But once you begin, the inertia flips. You don't want to stop. 5 minutes becomes 10. 10 becomes 30. And now you're not trying to build a habit. You are the habit. You are the person who does this now. You've crossed the line from trying to being. And that's the real transformation. Not in your schedule. In your identity. Because once your actions feel like you, they no longer cost energy. They flow. So if you want to change your life, don't set massive goals. Don't promise the moon. Just ask, how can I begin with 5 minutes? How can I prepare the environment so action feels automatic? How can I remove one friction point between me and my goal? And then do it. Not perfectly. Not forever. Just today. Because if you win today, and tomorrow, and the next, it becomes impossible not to win. That's the secret. Habits aren't built by force. They're built by flow. By making the first step easy, automatic, inevitable. So start there. Not with discipline. But with design. Not with pressure. But with structure.